good of the cause. Oh, I'm sorry, you have the committee?
Ladies first.
So I'd like to mention how much more confident I am speaking tonight now that I'm sporting this new bracelet. I love it so much. This past Tuesday was the last field trip for a club called Friends of Rachel at the high school. And I think that it's definitely worth mentioning to the board. Friends of Rachel is a branch of the Rachel's Challenge program that you guys do at a bunch of the schools. I know that you do it at elementary schools too, and you also do it up at the high school. And so Friends of Rachel, the point of it is to join the club, and we go around to all the 8 elementary schools throughout the year. It's a bunch of field trips distributed throughout the year. We go to the school and we do a program with the students where we speak about our own experiences with exclusion and bullying, and have discussions with the students about their own instances in the classroom. So we start out the trip by going there. They have all the 4th graders come. It's for the 4th grade of every school. They all sit down and we speak publicly to them about one instance of bullying that we went through in elementary school, and we simplify it for them. We say it very, we use words that they can understand, obviously, and we make it so that they understand and they can connect with our stories. And then we go back to the classrooms with them after, and the teachers kind of let us take over, where we do like a little project with them where they draw a depiction of what they think exclusion is, and then we have an open discussion. And I feel that if there's any club in the high school that if any underclassmen were to ask me, what club should I join for next year, I would definitely say to join the Friends of Rachel Club. It's so gratifying, the experience to go, and it's kind of like, it's even like a venting session about the times that you were bullied, and it's so gratifying to be able to take maybe a few of the hardships that you've had as a child or with bullies and things like that, and to use what you've learned and pass it on to someone else so that maybe they won't have to deal with the same thing. And I love it. And it's another thing I'd love to thank East Brunswick High School for giving me the opportunity to do, and thank you very much.
Thank you. It's a good program. Mrs. Becker.
Last Monday, May 11th, I attended a presentation at the high school. It was a group of students from the music department who had spent the year working with a composer in residence, which was funded by the East Brunswick Education Foundation. It was a grant, and this year the kids learned how to compose musical soundtracks to accompany various forms of videos, which range from animation, video games, and regular movies. It was fascinating. It was creative. The kids obviously were engaged, very passionate about working with a real composer and getting to take their own compositions and find the video that would go with it, and learning all the technical end as well. And I just wanted to congratulate them all on a job well done. Thank the foundation again for providing the grant.
Thank you. Mrs. Chair.
So Dr. Cohen and I attended the Huasha.
You beat me to
Oh,
saying that.
and then
So
you can
do it.
add to it. So we attended the Huasha Chinese School's 20th anniversary celebration on Saturday, May 16th. Huasha Chinese School is a nonprofit organization that operates 19 Chinese school branches in New York, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, and Connecticut. The Huasha branch in East Brunswick has been in operation for about 10 years, and classes are held there at Churchill Junior High School on Saturday afternoons. So congratulations to Huasha for their 20th years.
Right.
And Brad, anything you'd like to add?
The success and support that both Chinese schools in our community have had towards supporting the school system and education in general, and their success has been demonstrated in a lot of the students reaching such high goals and doing so well. And it's a tribute to themselves, but also to the both schools. And so it was an honor to be invited and to be honored guests at their 20th anniversary.
And also just to add, there, as you noted, there are 2 Chinese schools. The morning Chinese school, Mid-Jersey, is continuing to work with the school district to have students tested for high school credits. So we'll be working with Ruth Chang this year to test a couple of more students who will earn high school credits.
Very good. Ms. Pilchak.
Chittick had their 5th grade social last Friday, and I wanted to thank the PTA and the 5th grade committee for their hard work in making that night very wonderful for the kids. I also particularly like to thank Kim Perez that chaired the event, that made the decorations, had the music, and had the children remember. And I thought that when I looked back, I thought my daughter was in kindergarten, but now she was actually in 5th grade, so the time went a lot quicker than I really thought it was going to go. But I'm glad that everybody had a great time.
Very good. Okay, we do have a clause this evening for closed session. I'd like to move that the Board of Education approve the following resolution, whereas the Board of Education must discuss matters which are not appropriate for discussion in a public meeting, and whereas these subjects are within the exceptions of the Open Public Meetings Act and are permitted to be discussed in closed session pursuant to NJSA 10-4-12B, and whereas the Board of Education intends to discuss the following matters pursuant to NJSA 10-4-12B, subsection 4, any collective bargaining agreement or the terms and conditions which are proposed for inclusion in any collective bargaining agreement, including the negotiation of the terms and conditions thereof, with employees or representatives of employees of a public body. The collective bargaining contracts discussed are between the Board and the East Brunswick Education Association. Pursuant to NJSA 10-4-12B subsection 8, any matter involving the employment, appointment, termination of employment, terms and conditions of employment, evaluation of the performance of, promotion, or discipline of any specific prospective public officer or employee, or current public officer or employee employed or appointed by the public body, unless all individual employees or appointees whose rights could be adversely affected request in writing that such matter or matters be discussed at a public meeting. The nature of the matter described as specifically as possible without undermining the need for confidentiality is employee number 23086. Whereas the length of the closed session is estimated to be 15 minutes, after which the public meeting of the Board shall reconvene and immediately adjourn. Now therefore be it resolved that the East Brunswick Board of Education will recess into closed session for only the aforesaid subjects, and be it further resolved that the East Brunswick Board of Education hereby declares that its discussion of the aforesaid subjects will be made public at a time when the public's interest in disclosure is greater than any privacy or governmental interest being protected from disclosure in accordance with the Open Public Meetings Act.
So
Mrs. Becker and Mrs. Shaw. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed and abstentions? Good evening, everybody. Please enjoy your holiday.